Yo, what up, my peeps? Do you know who the best Canadian Prime Minister was? I do. His name was Martin Brian Mulroney. My name is Jeffrey Verana, and I'm here to tell you why he was the best of the very best. First off, let's talk about this guy a little bit, shall we? He was a pretty cool dude. He's Canadian. I mean, duh. He was born in Baie-Comeau, Quebec, Canada. Holla! I guess when he was younger, he stayed in school and dreamed big, and he wanted to become a Prime Minister. He eventually pursued his dreams and became the 18th Prime Minister of Canada. Wow! This dude has his life sorted out. He is happily married, and he has 4 kids. Woohoo! Stay in school, kids! He proposed the introduction of a national sales tax. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Boo, this dude sucks! Well, let us explain. He suggested the GST, also known as Goods and Services Tax, and it passed. There are a lot of good things about the GST, like the Goods and Services Tax, or in other words, the GST, was a blast and was very controversial back when it was introduced in 1989 and effective in 1991. It replaced the manufacturer's sales tax, which was also known as the MST, which was a tax wholesalers and retailers would pay when they purchased goods produced in Canada to sell to consumers. Many polls showed that 8% of Canadians were opposed to the tax because it was a tax that costed more money. Likewise, who would want to pay more for a tax, right? Everyone was talking about how GST sucked because we needed to pay more. But it really didn't suck. You know why? Well, I'll tell you why. GST helps fund the government, and that is also the sole reason why we have free healthcare in Canada. Woohoo! It sucks how we have to pay more taxes. Yeah, I get that. But if you think of it, we wouldn't be able to go to the doctors for free, unlike the USA. The North American Free Trade Agreement, also known as NAFTA. Now, NAFTA is pretty much the rules about trading between Canada, the United States, and Mexico. It makes sure that the way the countries trade with each other is equal and we don't all end up fighting about it. Now, 15 years ago, Canada wasn't doing so well before Mulroney was Prime Minister, because clearly he was the best one. But after he got Canada together with NAFTA, we have better prices on food, clothes, and places we could get jobs. Woo! Brian wasn't the only one who was interested in joining NAFTA. Thus, he worked with President George W. Bush of the United States and the President Carlos Salinas of Mexico in order to get NAFTA working. As you can see in the next slide, they all became pretty good friends and they're clearly having a good time. Now in this picture you can see President Carlos Salinas of Mexico on the left, President George W. Bush of the United States in the middle, and finally, on the right, the one and only Brian, our homie, Mulroney. The Nunavut Land Claim Agreement. This is also known as the NLCA. Now, back in the 90s, the Inuit wanted to have their own land, so they moved out of the Northwest Territories and created their own territory, called Nunavut. From this, they were able to receive a variety of benefits, such as being able to use their resources from land and water, harvesting rights, being able to be part of important decisions concerning those resources and wildlife harvesting, help with their finance, they were able to be part of money-making opportunities, and they were also able to make the Inuits more independent of their culture and social well-being. Now in this picture right here, you can see Brian, the one and only Mulroney, happily signing off this agreement. You know what time it is? Picture time! Whoa. I like Queen Elsa as the next guy, but Cassie, did you do this? Oh, come on, really? Another one? Eula! Too close, too close. Now see, these are good pictures. You can see Brian Mulroney clearly having a good time at these various political events. While looking for pictures of Brian Mulroney, we notice that he likes to point his finger a lot. Whether he's making a point, sad, mad, or happy, or angry, or whatever, he just likes to point his finger a lot. You guys are awesome. Thank you for listening and watching our presentation on why Brian Mulroney was the best Canadian Prime Minister of all. Now, I couldn't have done this whole presentation alone, so I'd like to thank Cassie, Eula, and Kagan for all the hard work and also for making this project really fun. It was a blast. See ya!